Michigan, and I just had some coffee, so gotta fill the cup up. Fill the cup up. We'll let some people get in here. In another cup. I see some people in here. Sweet. Welcome to my channel. Let's turn that off. We'll talk about a few things. I'm lost. I'm in a weird state called Michigan. Michigan is not handling COVID world very, very good at all. And Missouri for the win. Missouri for the win. Now, everybody's like, well, Steve, should you be waiting for a load or looking for a load? I've looked for a load on the click and goes, but there was nothing that I was impressed with. And I kind of remembered I have an appointment on Monday, which I could reschedule that if needed. But if I don't have to, I won't. So I'm looking something to go west, southwest, not Arizona southwest, but southwest from this beautiful, great state of Michigan. Beautiful democratic state of Michigan. So we are figuring we touch on a few things, show off my new ELD, right? And my new tablet, no thanks to Verizon. Thanks to Walmart. And then we'll get to the comments here. We'll see who's in here. If I think so, wait, 5 people in here? 5. Now I got a stupid Subway song in my head. And we are ready. So you guys want to see my new ELD? Let's put my coffee down. Hopefully it don't spill. I'll show you. There it is. Now I don't really have 70, but I do got all my logs. I do have all my logs printed out in 8 days. We did one better. We did, instead of 7, we did 8. So let's get me on the other phone. So you're gonna hear an echo for a second, okay? And Pale Rider, I'm halfway through your video, but I decided to go live instead. So if you're watching, hey, how many of you guys like say first in the comments before you even watch the damn video? Like you could put out a video like, yeah, man, my cat just died and I'm really sad, and someone's gonna like go in there first, you know? I mean, it's kind of disrespectful to do that. Okay, echo. I mean, it's kind of disrespectful. Oh, we're really lagging. Okay, right lane, I'm gonna call you today. Get ready. Okay, get ready. Let's do some shout outs. Nittany Lion, The Hool, Charles Brandt, good morning. Pigtail, I might need some assistance on some things. Other Trucker James Best, Marty, what's up? How's your back doing, Marty? You doing better? The Hool. Yeah, I miss James Best. He did a live feed. I guess he's an auctioneer now or something. If I'm going to judge a book by its cover, if I'm going to only go by the headline, the title, and not watch the video at all, I think James Best is an auctioneer, but I will probably watch the video whenever I get a chance. Stu Manchu. The Hool says dial 1-800-Michigan. The Sheffield guy. You know what? One of our guys called. We were sitting there at the table, and Jeff literally found them a load like in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. If you're at like trucking and you call Jeff and you say, I can't find the load, I don't recommend doing that. I mean, I recommend doing that, but I don't recommend doing that because he will find you. He will flood you with about 18,198 loads. And I mean, he's got this gift when it comes to low boards, even though he's not out there in the trenches like the rest of us anymore. And after seeing some of the stuff he deals with yesterday, I know why. He's got this talent. He can look at a low board and cha-ching, you know. So James, did you accidentally almost buy a truck? Freight broker maker. For the love of God, Eric, quit changing your name. For the love of God, quit changing your name. TJ Jones, Pale Rider TV, word up, right lane. No built-in coffee maker though, which kind of sucks. Pale Rider was watching your latest video. Right lane is being called names by James Best. You hate first losers. It's a trigger word. By the way, if you want to trigger James Best, use the word first in his video and he will freaking go off the rails, right? Pigtail a second. Where's the ice maker? No ice maker in here, man. Studies show that it's actually harder to lose weight and it's not as good for your health to have cold drinks all the time. Now, with that being said, I love a cold drink. Don't get me wrong. But you're also talking to a guy that drinks hot coffee in the middle of like 3 in the afternoon, which I know it's not 3 in the afternoon now, but you know. So you're talking about a guy who wears shorts like all the way till October. So as a trucker, I'm one of those guys. He does do it all. Eddie, what's up? RD Trucking is in the first Peterbilt, Saco. So I guess James Best, again, I haven't watched this video, so I'm going to make judgments solely off the title. But I think he's either A, becoming an auctioneer, or he's getting ready to buy like 10 trucks and be kind of the anti-Jeffrey, like where instead of having 10 contractors, he's just going to put like 10 of you first guys in the trucks and then hope for the best. I think that's what he's doing. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to spread bad rumors, but I think that's what's going on. Now I can't wait for James to go live so I can be first. Yes. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create another deterrent for James Best to not go live. So if James Best goes live, everybody needs to like just say first for the first 5 minutes. That's all you do. You're like, no, don't say what up. Don't say hey, what's going on? Hey James, how's it going? Good to see you live. Don't say any of that. Say first. Nothing but first. Okay? That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And then he'll be live for like 5 minutes and he'll say probably some choice words and then he'll get off YouTube. Not completely, but just, you know, for that, you know. See, I was right. He'd end the video right there. But the reason why I'm not looking for a load just yet is because low board mornings are interesting. And, you know, so about 9 o'clock local, you know, because we're in that weird devil East Coast time, that satanic East Coast time. We're in that. So first coffee. I mean, thanks, Charles. Thank you very much, man. I see you in all the live feeds, man. I see a lot of live feeds, and you're the kind of guy that everybody likes to talk to. You're off the hook now. Good morning, Denise. How's it going? Now, um, I will say this, and I'm going to mention I did this weird thing called the vlog. It's all in the GoPro. It's all right here, but I gotta bust the computer out, and but I gotta bust the computer out more often, anyways, because I gotta keep an eye on all the riffraff here at Like Trucking. All of us, not them, but all of us, include myself in this. All the misfits of Like Trucking, and my phone can actually tattletale on myself with critical events and stuff. So that's interesting. And I'm really impressed. In all seriousness, I'm really impressed with the Samsara system. Man, you could see everything. Like if someone has now that I was talking to my wife about this last night about camera technology, okay? You know, they talked about like the FBI has facial recognition technology that they use at football games, I think like the Super Bowl. And like the DOT, I think Indiana was the first one. But like you see those cameras that are you before you while you're approaching a way station, they actually scan inside the truck unless you don't clean your windshield because you're a bum. But they scan the inside of the windshield and they can actually see if your face is down or if you're looking at your phone or if you look tired, which is kind of that's Orwellian, you know. And you know, and I thought, well, that's kind of high tech. That's probably not available everywhere. But these cameras, I swear. So there's one of our drivers that it showed a critical event. It wasn't a critical event, but that's how sensitive the camera is. And as you're watching the clip, this little square pops up to all the objects. You know, it's kind of like that when you tag somebody. Like if you post a picture on Facebook, it automatically puts a box around the face. Hey, do you want to tag this person? Do you want to tag so and so? It's like that, but on steroids. It's pretty interesting. And yesterday a fault came up for my truck for I had a surge in power all of a sudden. So I don't know what that's about. So East Coast time is metal. No. No, guys, there's this weird impression that Satan loves heavy metal. Satan loves New Age music. That's what it likes. It likes New Age music and AMSR or ASMR. You know, remember my little attempt at AMSMR, AS auto ASMR, and the cat didn't do nothing. Well, it did eat, but my microphone kind of sucks, so nothing happened, right? And so that video went nowhere. Other people do cats eating something views, and I get, I think, 15. So live and learn. You know, you got to experiment with your little channel, right? So Satan loves Boston. No, I think if Satan really likes music, it's like crap like that. Like, have you watched like I don't know? Have you heard top 40 music lately? Have you like been up at 4 in the morning and watched MTV when they're actually playing music videos? That's what Satan likes. Satan likes MTV music, video music at that they play at 4 a.m. That's what he likes. He doesn't like Boston because they're cool. He doesn't like heavy metal. You know, even though you got some, you know, black metal bands that want to pay homage to him and everything, but you know, but he's like, you're just a bunch of noise. I want to listen to this cat eating, you know, rabbit eating watermelon up close, like it's happening in your ear. And I want to listen to, pick 10 letters and put them in a row, featuring 10 more letters and some weird music that you can't even understand. I know that's a lot saying from a death metal guy, but trust me on this. You know, when my music makes more sense than most of the music today, come on. Satan loves ABBA. ABBA's kind of the beginning of that, yeah. I would say that. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. I don't know. Taylor Swift is. I don't know. I've never actually listened to more than 10 seconds of a Taylor Swift song. So I don't know if Satan likes that. I'm not. Look, I'm not Satan's expert. I'm not that. You know. But these are just opinions. These are just theories. These are just hypotheses. Is that right? Is that right? I'm in a decent mood today, so even though I'm sitting at a truck stop in Michigan without a load, you would think that'd be kind of make you kind of loopy, right? Or maybe I'm loopy because of that. Who knows? Post Malone, I don't get it. I once came across this rap artist. You know, it seems like rap artists all have like a gimmick. You know, metal bands do it too. We all have gimmicks. Right? You gotta have a gimmick. You gotta stand out from the crowd. You know, Kiss, pioneers of that crap, right? So this particular rap artist was all about Windex. Like, he flashed a bottle of Windex, like some of these gangsters with Glocks, right? He's like, it was the most. I thought maybe this was like a SNL skit or something. And no, this is legit. I think this. That's the kind of music Satan likes right there. That's what he likes. So, bigrigceo. He spells my name so enthusiastically, and I appreciate that. The Windex Bandit, yeah, he was. I mean, he's literally sitting there like, he's like, do 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 do, and he's like, you know, spraying. I'm like, that's. I think I saw it spraying himself, like he's wearing this stuff as cologne. So if there's idiot music, there is a physical form of that. So, anyways, next gen. Did you get lucky? Did I get lucky in what? I will say this: there's a rub and tug. I mean, a bookstore called Velvet Touch across the interstate from here, but I doubt it's open because, you know, Michigan's still in full blown when it comes to the pandemic. So, and I had an issue with that yesterday with Verizon. Verizon and I are not friends right now. Lucky's, no, we didn't go there. In fact, I had to cheat. I had to like be non-keto. Jeff forced me. He said, Steve, you will die if you don't eat this pizza. So, like, you can throw a rock from Jeff's house, and it's actually really good. But I had wings. And maybe one slice of pizza and salad. It's raining objects. You know. Back in the day, and I learned this from my friend Todd over at Opie's. These are great for holding like pieces of paper if they'll stick to the windshield. But it's weird. I'll have two, and I've got one that will not leave, and then you have one that's always falling. So. Next gen bookstore, right? bigrigceo. I'll just have to tell you about it later. Oh, well, no, I'll tell you now. So, okay, so here's what happened. So, this ELD system, we have to have our own tablet, right? And so, there's two ways you can do it. You can do a non, what do you call it? A non-cellular tablet, and it uses the Wi-Fi off the ELD. But there's a limit, right? So you got to literally shut everything off. no updates, no nothing. That way it doesn't go over the megabytes. And then there's one that if you have a like cellular plan, which is what I was wanting to do, then I can use the tablet for navigation and all that. I mean, I've got my Garmin, so that's okay, but it'd be kind of nice to have Google Maps or like one of those truck app things, you know, on it. And so I thought that'd be kind of cool. So I was on the phone with James yesterday, and he told me, dude, you should have like, you can't go into a Verizon store nationwide. And so you know, because I thought, well, while I went to Jeff's house and waited for the UPS guy to deliver the ELD, that we would just hit the Verizon store and bing, 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 bing. Right? So bigrigceo, he corrected me that ain't going to happen. And boy, was he right. So here's what happens. Explaining this stuff, and he interrupts me, and he's like, "Oh, let's go to Verizon right now." So boom, we're off, right? And so the lady gets the tablet out, and she's taking my information, and she's like, "Okay, what's your PIN code?" So I give her a 4-digit PIN, and she's like, "That didn't work." Oh. And then after, you know, she's like, "We've only got 3 shots, and then they're gonna lock me out." And mind you, the tablet is sitting on the table in her hand. We've all got our mask on, so I can't be sarcastic and smile, and you know, all you see is eyes everywhere, you know. And so, oh, you're a business account, so it's probably a 5-digit PIN. Okay, so I give her my 5-digit PIN because there's only 2 numbers I'm using, right? When it comes to like non-bank stuff. And it's like, "Oh, I'm locked out now." Well, what's that mean? That means you got to go to a corporate store. Well, the nearest corporate store, because Jeff lives out in the woods, is 50 miles. And so here's where Verizon failed, okay? I get it. I didn't have the correct numbers, and I get that. And every time I log in to check for my bill and all that stuff, it seems like the password never stays. I don't know what's going on. I consider myself a pretty decent password manager. So she gives us a number because Jeff ain't driving 50 miles to this place to only find out that they can't get us one. Like they don't have one in stock. So the number she gave us was to somebody else who's not even at the store, that's not even in the state, and they can't look up inventory to see if that corporate store has it. So we went through customer service, 2 or 3 people, and you know, and they confirmed what James had told me yesterday morning, that Verizon is literally any customer service, they're at home, right? And so now it was weird that the little store was open, but everything else is like, you know, by appointment only. So we set up an appointment, but we just wanted to know if the store had the tablet, right? And so at this point, the big F word comes out of me, and I'm like, you know what, screw it. We're just going to go to Walmart and get a non-cellular tablet. And even that was a chore because, you know, you call and Walmart's like, recorded voices. We are not confirming inventory right now. Well, screw you. I'm going to do it anyways, right? And then we had to go to what Jeff called the bad part of town, which is like one of the like I don't know why he considers it the bad part of town, because like you want to see bad town Walmarts, I'll take it to Springfield. But I don't think Jeff's touched Missouri in like 6 years. But anyways, I just got that tablet, and so we're just careful, you know, and I started a new Google account, downloaded the app, and literally logged out, and then there should be no more updates. But my fancy schmancy, you know, access to the ELD, I can see if we're if I'm overusing the megabytes. So I left AT&T for Verizon years ago because AT&T sucked. Recently, Verizon seems like they're just giving up on service areas. Daycab, my Verizon signal-wise has been pretty good. It was kind of funny because, of course, this frustrated Jeff a little bit. So he's like, freaking Verizon, man, I can't, AT&T all the way. And so I'm like, well, what? Let's Google the corporate store. And he's like, oh, I don't have a signal. And I had a signal. It was kind of funny. He's like sitting there making fun of Verizon me while I had internet. And he didn't. It was funny. It was funny. If you're hanging out with Jeff, don't leave any opportunity to make fun of him alone. I mean, take it all for what you can get, right? GPS not working? Yeah. But it's not working now because I ain't moving. Good morning, brother Snowlord. Man, I hit a deer last night on 35W, Chillicothe, Ohio. Luckily, it's only one headlight bus, but I hate that highway somehow. Man, that sucks, G-Star. The lesson to learn from that story is bigrigceo is always right. Yeah. James has been schooling me since school. He's been schooling me since school. Jeff's a very nice guy for sure. No, he's not, because he didn't take me to get steak. So, well, we just went to Lucky's last. I'm like, hello, they got a menu. You can eat, us truckers are experienced in eating the same restaurant every night, right? But yeah, so Paul, good morning. I didn't see you sneak in here. But I left AT&T. Look, I don't think there's a cell phone provider out there that will not tick me off. And as I mentioned in Jeff's live feed yesterday, or maybe I mentioned it to him or something. I mentioned it somewhere. I talk a lot, so it's hard for me to keep track, right? Because I just won't shut up. Just won't shut up, right? In fact, there are probably some of you that are clicking off this video now because I just will not shut up. But at any rate, I have bought semi-trucks easier than dealing with what I dealt with yesterday. And that's saying a lot. Jeff should have got to Tony's. What's Tony's? Is that the pizza place? Because I think that's what we got, pizza. They're all messed up in their ways. Yeah, they are. I remember spending hours at Sprint. Now, here's why I thought Verizon would be different, because I literally got my business plan and the current household stuff, literally in 30 minutes. Like I had to rush home to hurry up so my wife could clock in at work, and because she needs her cell phone to do that. But I mean, it was, so I thought, well, man, I'm just adding the tablet, right? And then I thought, well, let me just get the tablet separate, start a new account. Well, you can't have two accounts. So, man, where's the Sprint store? I'll go to them and get the tablet from them. Oh, sir, here's the da. And so Verizon fail. Okay. Not because of service, but because of customer service, right? And I was nice to the lady. She wasn't being mean, it wasn't her fault. Well, it kind of wasn't her fault, but it's like, and that's, and I understand the security stuff, locking somebody out, but there should be a fail safe. But evidently there's an issue going on with passwords and passcodes with Verizon, because every single time I need to log in, I have to change my password. And I'm writing these things down. I'm writing these passwords down. In fact, I got a little note. Right? So Tony's has a huge BLT. But G-Star tipped the petrocators for a discount. What are you talking about, Dahul? That doesn't even make sense. That has nothing to do with deer. So yeah. So James is always right. bigrigceo James. Like I said, I know like 15 James. We got one James who's an auctioneer, and then we got another James that's always right. You got one that thinks he's always right, and one that thinks he's always right. What is it about James is thinking that they're always right? It's everybody's fault that you couldn't remember your secret pin. You're funny, dude. I've had the same. Well, I'm gonna reveal too much because people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna hack Stevie." But it is everybody's fault. It is never my fault, James. I'm a victim in all this, and it probably saved me some money, right? So, open a new account on Red Chicken. That was not possible because I did not have Red Chicken with us, and I believe the lady probably would have looked at me through her mask face, like, okay, get this weird bearded guy out of here with this Red Chicken. Dutchman go live. Good morning. You are not parked behind me. Unless you're driving a white car. Or what? If you're really parked behind me, come up to the truck and scare the crap out of me. That's the way to do it. Dice man. It's because James is always right. Oh man. But yeah, so anyways, so instead of looking for a load, I'm drinking coffee with my favorite 33 people and 6 thumbs up and $4.99. So I appreciate that. And I will say this. Last night was awesome because it's literally in the 70s. It was like 72 when I went to bed last night. To give you, why are you typing in all caps? This isn't Trucker's Coach channel. I can read. I mean, non-capital letters. I mean, What Cadillac? Daniel, you're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out. Well, come up and say hi. Unless you don't want to be on YouTube. Why does all caps say it doesn't. But it look, here's what all caps does, James. All caps is like, look at me, I'm yelling a lot. Which anybody hangs out with James, he's like that. When you hang out with him, he's like, look at me, and he yells a lot. He really does. I gotta give James crap because I can. You went live yesterday and had 12 people in it. Sweet. I missed that live feed because I was busy doing business official things because I'm kind of a big deal. Big Houston. I'm kind of a big deal. Uncaps, all caps get your undivided attention. Well, if everybody starts typing in all caps, then you'll just be one of the crowd. So everybody start typing in all caps. Everything, especially first. Use the word first, and then type whatever you need and do it all in all caps. See, there you go. Charles Brandt, first one. LOL. And Dana, why are you in a white Cadillac in the truck stop? That's kind of weird. What are you doing? Oh, Logic Neo's got to be different. He's gonna screw all caps. I'm gonna use weird things. Well, 2 can play that game, sir. There you go. There. EBOD? What's EBOD mean? Eat a big eat a that's nasty, James. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. James, I swear. Anyways, congratulations. Oh, oh, come on, man. I wrote a song for you. I wrote a song for you, sir. And that was just for you, for no one else. So, anyways, guys, if you're tired of me rambling, we'll end this video. If not, type in all caps that you want me to talk more. So, yeah, let's do this here. Remove. Ha! How's them apples there, bigrigceo? I removed your comment, sir. It's good to be the king. More. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I should probably get to work because low volume. So let's right, in all caps. Let's talk about business stuff. Okay, let's be official businessmen here. Talk about serious stuff, serious big boy stuff. Not Logic Neo says I like Big Rig. He told Coach like it is, straight up dude. He is, man. He is. He'll tell you when something's kind of more first. He is a good dude, man. He is the reason why I became an owner operator. He said something very profound to me, and I think I've told this story, but we're going to tell it again because that's what us YouTubers do. We repeat ourselves a lot. We really repeat ourselves a lot because we are very repetitious because we repeat ourselves a lot. But anyways, he said, you either work for the man or you are the man, right? And absolutely right. It changed my mindset. Something about that triggered something that changed my mindset about how things are done. And get another example of James, right? And it was true, you know. And then it took me to see. Here's the problem. I listen to him, but he never listens to me. It took him 2 years to go over Schneider. When if you would have went to Schneider like at the beginning, shoot, he'd have that truck paid off by now, and he'd be swimming in money. I mean, he's already swimming in money. He's got such expendable income that he's bought a boat. And you know what boat stands for? Bust out another 1,000. And sure enough, that's what he's been doing. And he hasn't even taken out on the lake yet. So, but I told him to go to Schneider, and I always listen to him, every single thing that he tells me. Always. Where am I headed? Absolutely nowhere, RD. I don't even, my landing gear is not even up on the trailer. I'm literally underneath the trailer, but I have not hooked up the airlines, and I have not even lifted the landing gear, and I have no load booked. I'm wasting my time talking to you two, but I made $5, so I don't call that a waste of time. So if we go an hour, I'm not even at minimum wage. That's great. You know, bigrigceo helped me get my own truck at Starbucks and right lane. James is the Starbucks master. He could tell you there was a time when we first started talking. He goes, challenge me on Starbucks that he can get a truck in. And so I go, okay, how about if you're traveling down Georgia, I-75, south of Atlanta? And for amazingly, he had, okay, so what you do is you go take exit so-and-so, and then you take right, and then there's a Kmart parking lot. That's how long ago it was. And, you know, take a Kmart parking lot, you park in there 5 minutes, and then you go in, and then you got to go out around the other side. bigrigceo's beginning of his career did a lot of wandering around in trucks looking for Starbucks. And I told him that he needed to come up with an app that was like, okay, this is how you get into each Starbucks. So like, you know, you can do that with Walmart. Like maybe he could be a contributor to Trucker Path. However, I have since then boycotted Starbucks, so that information is useless to me. But yeah, it was kind of an amazing skill. It's kind of an amazing skill. Good morning, Safety Lord. No, we're not Safety Lord. Don't let that. John says, good morning, Snow Lord. Taking my final CDL test tomorrow. John, I'm going to tell you something that helps me every time I get nervous about something. Relax, concentrate, confidence. Those 3 words repeated to myself has got me through every single major event and every single stressful event in my life. This is not a joke. This is me being serious. And so I was watching some TV show as a teenager, and they said this guy was like a self-help guru, and he's like, man, first 3 words: relax, concentrate, confidence. I don't know, it triggered something. Kind of like bigrigceo, it triggered something. And since then, I've added more words to that mantra, and now it's like a big list. And I won't say that list, but those 3 words are key, and then come up with your own thing after that. So good luck to you, John. Relax, concentrate, confidence. We're going to go to an hour. So we're only at 42 minutes. We're going to go an hour because I know that annoys everybody. So I'm in an annoying mood. Just saying. Like, run out of stuff to talk about. But good morning. Overtaxed in Minnesota. Calling me Safety Lord. I am not. No, I'm not that guy. I'm more like I don't know. I think I drive fairly safe. I mean, I drive very conservative. Oh, that's the other thing the Samsara has like a score thing, like out of 100, right? And like the more overspeeds you have, or the more hard brake incidents you have, your score goes down. So there's some, there's a range that I guess that I look at now and all that stuff, but don't want to put out our business too much out there. But it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat, the scoring system. And so those of you with other carriers, especially you Schneider guys with Omnitracs, I guarantee that Omnitracs is tracking the same kind of stuff, and that like dispatchers have access to, not just Schneider but anywhere, have access to all that information, and what they'll do is they'll grade you, right? They have a grading system, and so they like A drivers and B drivers and C drivers. You got A, B, and C or whatever. Just like a school grade, right? And you can really tell a driver's habits by what comes up on the Omnitrack system. I've also got 2 friends in safety departments, and they've kind of let me see what Omnitrack shows. I'm sure it's more elaborate now. You notice a lot of these carriers are coming up with these camera systems, because the camera system protects the carrier and the driver. If it'll be interesting to see, now I'm on the Samsara system, what it detects and what it thinks it's a critical event, and what triggers it, right? So I can actually tattletale on myself, right? I'm like, oh, man, I was being an idiot right there. But and then you Schneider guys, next time you look at your little Qualcomm and you're using Jill, right? That sounds bad. You're using Jill. Look at the speedometer aspect, and you'll see it flash red. Every time it flashes red, to a certain point, Schneider's getting a notification for that. It's keeping track of that, right? So now there are some places where, like in Michigan, right? My Garmin, if you got a Garmin, I don't know if Rand McNally does it. I'm sure it does, because I'll be on the phone with some of you Rand McNally people and you hear overspeed, like shut up, right? But the Garmin, it flashes red as well and goes ding, ding, ding. And because it thinks that you're going over the posted speed limit. Now in Michigan, trucks used to be at 60, so the Garmin is still programmed at 60, where you can actually do 65 now. So if I'm doing 64, the Garmin thinks that I'm speeding because it's above the posted speed limit. So some of these speed limits aren't updated. So there are areas of the country where it's like that. There are parts of like US 75 in Texas, they're by Dallas, it's like that. Actually, all around Dallas, there are sections of the interstate that they've made up to 70 when they used to be 55. And the technology hasn't quite updated on that stuff. And then there are some places that have had construction for so long that it thinks you're speeding, because it set it like 55. And then there's glitches too, like the Garmin for some reason thinks that I-35 in Iowa is a 10-ton limit road, and so that thing constantly goes off, right? So but yeah, just know that whenever that thing flashes red, the carrier knows, right? And so there are certain parameters, like it'll give you a percentage of like 5 and over, or 1 to 5 over, and then 5 to 10 over, and then so it just depends on what your carrier wants to set your parameters to, and to be honest with you guys, the best fuel mileage device is your right foot. The best safety device is your right foot and your eyes. And so there's Steve's safety lecture for a minute. Garmin is not the devil. I like my Garmin. Garmin was hacked. It took a year. What took a year? Overtax is Sir Steve, Lord of Safety and Eyeballs of Ayatollah Rock and Roll. 5 months with 2.5 shut down. Okay, yeah, we're talking about yesterday. Okay, so Garmin was hacked. Some of their stuff was offline for a couple of days. I heard about that. That didn't affect me. Why? Because I was at home dealing with a $5,000 truck. Facebook is the devil. I believe that. I really do. I guess that Zuckerberg dude is like, I think he's in trouble or something. I don't know. I read headlines, like 90% of America. I read headlines and I get agitated and then I move on. I don't even read the article, right? So I also got real bad CDL school with only 2 trucks for 40 students. That reminds me, I wonder, okay, John, so tell me this. Your CDL school, do they have DPF trucks? Because I would think that a trucking school truck, DPF system, that all that idling and empty move and not really like booking would be hard on the DPF system. I would think that would be a challenge. I think that if I ran a trucking school, I would want pre-emission trucks. By the way, you guys want to see a truck for sale? Yeah. I'm gonna be like James Best here. Okay. All right. We're gonna be like James Best. Oh look, Landstar. Free Landstar trailer. Look, this truck's for sale. I'll even read you the phone number. 12.5 is what he wants for this truck. Okay, ready? 810-874-5515. The guy's name is Jim. Here's the truck. Oh, it is him. Wow. You want to be on YouTube? Hey, I'll face the camera. You want to be on YouTube? All right, I'll end the live feed and we'll hang out. All right. So there's the truck for sale. It's got brand new mud flaps. I think it might need a new airbag. Let's see. Truck needs some work. Man, I like the tires though. Those are some knobby tires. Frame's been repainted. So yeah. It's got a little bit of a rust issue. Either that or the paint didn't bond. Where's that? It's got a black eye. Anyways. I'm gonna hang out with another CEO, and I think he went in without a mask on. He's gonna find out. Gotta have a mask on. Anyways, we'll do it 5 more minutes and then let him come out here. So they got all these people surprising me when I'm doing live feeds. Yeah. 3 points contact. So I'll watch for him to come out. He's getting coffee. He's a smart person. The mud flaps sold. Jeff could haggle it down to 85 in a Starbucks coffee. No, it looks like, I don't know. I figured you put the the mileage and year and all that, but that'd be a good solid probably yard truck for somebody. Or you could probably take it on the road. No def, so there's that. So there's no tell how long it's been sitting here. So anyways, guys, we're almost at an hour. Nice ceiling. Yeah, well, 3 points contact, John. Come on, you should know that. You should know that. 3 points contact. Master Power Master 8. You know what? I'm not even going to mention any of that because I got criticized by being slightly political the other day, last week. So, anyways, wow. YouTube just said, stop, right? So, anyways, I guess I'll leave this video up for like, you got 12 hours. You got 12 hours to watch this. Provost, you got 12 hours. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. We're going to go hang out with another CEO of another company. So you got to smooth with the top people, we're kind of a big deal out here, right? It's all sarcasm. I'm just being a dork. And, more than normal. So anyways, thanks for the $4.99. Thanks for watching. And just thanks. So anyways, later.